topic is still acid-base balancing, nature's way of healing. No? So this is the base uh, topic, or the root topic of what you have been talking, and what I have been reporting on the healing cases. Okay, this is acid-base balancing, take 5. Unusual cases. These are healings that I have no immediate explanation actually, but they have been reported as results here. They are also reported as having benefited from the extract or the enzyme, or technically the correct thing is coenzyme, now is registered as essence. Earlier it was Vitacell in the category of food supplement. So it's not medicine. It is not medicine. It is a food supplement. I have no clinical explanation for these healing cases yet, but there will be interesting topics to come. So what are this thing for this evening? There is AMD, ascites, leprosy, snake bites, the IV insertion, terminal case, family decision, MDR, that is multi-drug resistant TB, Hep B, which we have seen last week, I think, and then HIV. I have 2 cases of HIV. All right. So what is this AMD? AIDS-related macular disorder. Yung nakikita nyo diyang picture, yung the fourth, number 4, left to right. Number 4, yung itim sa gitna. Yung may sakit niyan, yun ang nakikita niya. Yung gitna na tinitingnan niya, madilim. No? So if he wants to see the person, he has to look from the side of his eyes. No? Sa gilid ng mata niya. Okay. So, it is a very interesting case. I have 2 cases of this, but I cannot explain at the moment of why the enzyme succeeded to correct it. No, I need more research, but I am reporting it as a case, or there are 2 cases actually of this. Another case that I cannot explain but has been reported, I had also 2 cases of this. It's ascites. This is an infection from the liver or could be in the lungs. But the case I had is obviously from the liver, infection from the liver, na lumalaki yung tiyan. Pero yung laman ng ano yun, halos liquid. Pero lumalaki yung tiyan, ganyan. No? So, it's a result from infection or problem ng liver. Na it will be a good topic also to research. But the enzyme succeeded to correct it. No, one of the 2 cases is from Bulacan. I was also surprised to see that when she returned, the stomach was very normal. I had a case of leprosy. I did not really put any picture here because it's quite graphic. No, but I had only 1 case. That's ulnar nerve palsy go to leprosy. That's what his medical report, or the kind of leprosy that he has. Sa kamay yun, sa kamay. Ulnar nerve palsy go to leprosy. How I am suspecting it is the blood, correcting the quality of the blood, but I need more research on it. but that it was, uh, I mean, the person who had it came back here to report. He had almost 1 year of coming back and forth also until he came back uh, to ask for more because he was improving. Then also two cases of snake bites from Maragondon. No? His good friend of mine, he has an orchard in Maragondon. He has people working there, and one of his personnel working in the orchard was bitten by a snake. No? And what they did was simply soak a cotton on the enzyme itself and place it over the snake bite. And the person also recovered from it. I was able to interview one of them. Uh, how it is, I really cannot explain at the moment because venom actually is not acid. It's a very special protein. No? So, so they are still subject for research, but that the enzyme or essence can influence the effect of a venom is something interesting. Then I had two cases of intravenous insertion, and later on there were two other doctors who tried it. No, okay, but this case is from the Bukidnon. Now, one of these, what they did was injected 4 ml of the enzyme into 1,000 ml, 1 liter of dextrose. No? It's a normal practice to put your antibiotics in your dextrose, or medicine or other medicines that no, isabay na sa dextrose, diretso sa blood. And it's very effective when it is diretso sa blood. No? So this is 4 ml to 1,000 ml. It's not even 1%. It's only 0.4%. No? Yeah. So this is also one. She was actually given 7 days. On the third day that they have been doing it, she cleansed the body, excreted all the waste of her body. No, excreted all the waste, and the daughter was describing how her mother was able to recover. I have the document. Um, maybe I could put it another time. I am tonight. I am going to focus on a very special case of burn or a burn case. No? And the formulation. So those who are already using it may confirm, may have a confirmation that they are doing it correctly. So nebulizing therapy, I got the intuition from this IV insertion, this report, that nebulizing will be just as effective. And actually it is. We have been recommending it to fourth stage cancer metastatic stage, and it's able to clean the blood. No? Well, in some cases we are not so on time, but there were cases that they lasted for more months. It prevents blood coagulation in the blood vessels due to the negative electrical charge of the alkaline solution. That negative electrical charge, I am preparing also a series of webinar or seminar on this because it's gaining ground today in the medical uh, world, no? Including this electrostatics technology of screening the person, ionizer, no, or that pyro pyroenergen or something like that. They are electrostatics technology. Actually, they are utilizing, they are using negative electrical charge to shield the person. And this is inherent in the enzyme, in the solution that we are using. Okay, so nebulizing alkaline, in case there are some objection, no, some people are not sure what this is because of they said like um, the steam, the mist, no, is brought on the air. Actually, environmentally, it is similar to ionizers or negative electrostatics wall technology. So it's not harmful. It's even useful. Inhaled, it makes the red blood cells run separately due to the negative electrical charge and prevents the RBC to coagulate. That means it has a potential to fight COVID. The symptom of COVID is blood coagulation. So it disinfects the blood vessels of free radicals. Anything positive running in the blood free radicals will be neutralized. Or if it is an infection, it will be neutralized. And infection uh, neutralized also. So scientific support to the negative ions protection. Yes. No? So ionizer is one. There are the electrostatic shields, negative electrical charge there, electrostatics, yeah. The earthing, actually, the grounding, the earth is the big negative pole, negative charge. Antioxidants work on the same principle. Extra electrons. They can spare electrons to neutralize any free radical behavior. So blood pH is slightly negative for effective blood flow. That's nature. The blood pH is very slightly negative, exactly to see to it that the red blood cells do not stick together. That means they repel each other. So nature, we can see nature is like that. And if you help nature, uh, you gain the advantage. But don't go against nature. Okay, we have, I brought this out again, this HIPAA B. No, I had that number one, number two, and number three. Uh, they have their check-up and the result they obtain negative. Nabaliktad na pa-negative ng enzyme. They did not take anything but the enzyme. No? And it helped to reverse the infection. This is another subject for research. I had two cases of HIV. This was 2013. But by 2014, I was stopped. Okay. So uh, I had two cases. One was perseverant, the other was not so perseverant. Because it's a lifestyle that you have to correct. If you don't correct the lifestyle, then it is very hard to to clean it, to influence it. Okay, so take five has not been exhausted. Sorry, that kulang bin has not been exhausted. No, at healing reports yet. Okay, so this evening I will be going on formulation. No, I intend to present the formulations that brought about these reported healings or health improvements. Anong mga ratios, paano tinetake, okay. Okay. Okay, here we have seen this last time, the body process of healing the wounds. No? So there is a stress in the body, no? Phase one. So the brain find a way to address the stress. Phase two is the inflammation state. The brain start to send nutrients, blood, red blood cells, white blood cells, nutrients to the wound, to the stress portion of the body. And then their healing begins. Phase three, rebuilding. And once the rebuilding is going on okay, then phase four, remodeling. That's the finishing touches, no? Sa construction, plastering na. Okay. Yeah. And this is a pattern that I am following. And actually, I think the most important thing here is the timing when the brain, when the inflammation comes out, that's the brain working to heal. Actually, inflammation is a good sign. That means your body is working to heal you. But it should have, it should have enough resources, to complete the job, to complete the work, and that is oxygen, and that is delivered by the enzyme. So uh, we'll see more of this. Okay. Okay. I am going back to some pictures that I have here about the healing that took place, that we used only the enzyme, like this burn case. Uh, so that was uh, in June. Although the next picture I took it in January already, but completely healed. There is no sign that something happened in that hand. No? And what did we do? At that time, I had I did not use the soap yet, but we used the enzyme essence itself, diluted it with water, no? Because the concentrate is very, very mahapdi. For a few seconds lang, mga 10 seconds. Then after that, you will be at peace. No? Yan. This is also a case in Palawan, a third degree burn. No? Na ganun din. Tubig lang at saka enzyme ng spray. No? Okay. This is the most recent case. B-boy knows this. This is, I asked permission already to show. I did not show everything that they sent me because it is quite graphic. I mean, no, those who have weak stomach might not support it. Anyway, she was scorched na napaso siya. Boiling water. No? 21 September, February. Started spraying dissolved alkaline soap, the M soap. 22 February. This photo is 16 days after the accident. What you see in there. No bandaging. Notice the normal skin appearing already. From where, no? The whole arm was burned. Huh? Actually, I have the picture down, but I did not want to show it. Because it can be very graphic. No? Anyway, so no fever. She did not experience a fever. No? no scar information from the arm that you see. No, I just told them that do not remove the dead skin. Let it fall by itself, because once it peel off by itself, that means what is underneath or beneath it is healed. So do not pull out, do not peel off that black thing, because you can open a wound and then you can make a scar. But without peeling it off, just let it fall by itself. No scar is left behind. Okay, so this is uh, the most. And by the way, my last case was 2000 for burn, ha? 2008, yung nakita nyo kanina sa taas. And this 2021, no, exactly the same result. No scar. So it is consistent, no. I have shown that last time in our the research that I did, that one of the characteristics of the treatment of the enzyme is consistency. Pare-pareho, predictable, no? Yeah. And as I said, my last case is 2008, yung kamay doon kanina, nakita ninyo. And this one is the same. No scar, no sign of scar. And infection controlled. And yung hapdi ng sugat, nawala din yun. She did not suffer that hapdi of the burn. Okay. So now the ratios. No? So as disinfectant using the agents or the enzyme, as disinfectant, water. So for this, yan, nandyan sa taas ng picture, may sabon na binawasan. Yung laman ng sprayer na yan, yung right top corner. Yung sprayer na yan is 350 ml. So 350 to 400 ml, yung laki ng sabon na tinunaw is about 1 cubic cm. A thumb size, no? Kung mahirap i-imagine yung 1 cubic cm, yung thumb size of the yellow soap, M soap, enzyme soap. The first preparation I send them, I put also some half ml, that's about 10 drops of essence of enzyme. No? Then after that, kasi yung sabon may enzyme na rin yan. No? So that's the formulation na it works. What was true in 2008, it is still true today in 2021. So that's the consistency of the performance of the enzyme. Now, we have seen this last time, no? Yeah. Actually, dito ko rin yun na derive yung haplas sa breast ng sabon. Kasi itong bukol na to nawala, yung lump na to nawala dahil dyan lang. No? So inom and haplasan mo siya sa labas para ma-absorb yung sabon. No? Anong ina-absorb niya actually is oxygen. So topical application of oxygen can be done through spraying through the soap. No? And it works. Okay. So this is another case na enzymes naka-neutralize just applying outside or yung enzyme, yung solution ng enzyme to spray through the nose to reach the maxillary sinus, the sinuses, para neutralize yung yung no, yung infection. Yeah, very patiently, but it is working. So, yung spray formulation kanina, no, uh, I have still another formula for just the enzyme without the soap, no, na ito yung ginamit sa ilong when we spray the nose through the nose. Okay. So, water to enzyme ratio. Itchiness or allergies, skin allergies, water 200 parts or 200 ml. Essence or enzyme 1 part or 1 ml. No, actually 10 to 15 drops is more than enough. But I put there 20 drops equals 1 ml. Kung wala kayo uh, graduated cylinders, the approximate count is 20 drops equals 1 ml. So 1 ml to 200 ml of water, 1 ml of essence or enzyme is a good disinfectant. And what can it do? It can address inflammation from insect bites to allergies. No? Okay. So this evening, this is my target really to reveal this already for for general use because it's consistent. No. We have been observing it for since 2005. Actually, the research started in 2002. Then after the major experiments that we had, that was after 2005. Then I contacted Dr. Bausa. Then now he's Dr. Claudio of PGH, that we can use the spray for for human beings, and it is also safe for human consumption. Dr. Bausa. Then now she is Dr. Claudio. She was in charge of yung um, it was a department, a particular department that addresses or try to help those who cannot be admitted anymore in the hospital. And uses, it can address inflammation from insect bites to allergies. So that's the formulation. It's not too difficult. No, it's just 200 ml, 1 to 200. So if you are not able to count no ml, you can put also spoons. 1 spoon to 200 spoons of water, if you like. So that's the ratio. That's consistent. Basta yun ang numbers gamitin nyo, it will work like that. Very consistent, I tell you. Okay. I brought this back. There's no heart bypass. No, we had several cases, and these people did just 3 to 5 drops per glass of drinking water. Now that gives them about pH 8 to 9, and no, uh, it gives that result. Very consistent result. So that 3 drops to 5 drops. If you accidentally put more drops, no problem. Up to 8, even 10 drops, no problem. Okay. So how much water to drink per day? Oh, this one is no. So body weight, in case 120 pounds, for example, I took a very simple number, so not very difficult to memo to Calculate. So 120 divided by 2 is 60. 60 divided by 30, that's the factor to get the liters, is 2 liters of water or 10 glasses of 200 ml. No? So if you get a glass of 200 ml, it does not look very frightening to drink it. No? Ordinary cups, the normal cups, actually, not your mug, but cups, tasa, is 100 ml. You can even use that 100 ml if you like. So, 200 pounds. How much water if you are they're given or you are given kilos instead of pounds? You convert it to pounds first. So 70 kilos in pounds, 70 times 2.2 is 150. 150 divided by 2 is 75. 75 divided by 30 to get the liters is 2.5 liters. So for a 70 kilo, more or less, now 70 kilo weight, you need 2.5 liters a day. If you do not take that regularly, sisingilin ka ng katawan mo. May panahon na sisingilin ka ng katawan. Kulang. Kulang. Marami kang utang. Okay. So body weight, for example, 50, siguro not everybody is 70 kilos, maybe like me. But 50 kilos, marami yan. So in pounds, 50 times 2.2 is 110 pounds. 110 pounds divided by 2 is 55. 55 divided by 30 is 1.8 liters. So those liters are minimum. Kung ang trabaho mo very stressful, no, in terms of thinking or manual work, no, or thinking work, no, or intriga sa offices, you get stressed, you have to add at least half to 1 liter of water bukod sa minimum mo. If you do not address that, ay maraming problema. High blood, tataas ang BP mo. Kasi the moment your water content in the blood drops, lalapot yung dugo mo. And then, malapot na dugo, hindi makatakbo. So itutulak siya ng brain para to supply oxygen sa heart and to supply oxygen to the cells. And that's your hypertension. Necessary hypertension. Ang tawag doon. Okay. So that's for how much water. No? Now I go back to disinfectant spray because this is very common. Cleaning sa halip na deodorizer ang gamitin mo or chemicals, lalo na ang petro-based chemicals, they are not always very good to health. Oil-based or petro-based perfumes, medyo ingat kayo. I don't say you don't use it. But petro-based usually can give you some problems. So 200 ml of water, and the same yung kanina, 1 ml. No? So that 1 ml is 20 drops. Anong magawa niya? Controls anaerobic bacteria, bad odor. So anything smelly, pati dead rats, kakayanin niya. Effective to clean wounds. No? So kung minsan yung may mga sugat sa breast, yung may mga sugat gangrene, yung diabetic gangrene na mahirap i-heal, I had a very good case of that. Uh, Two consultations, they sentenced him to be amputated. I asked the member of the family, prick the wound area with the needle. Pag naramdaman niya, huwag mo na putulin. And may sensation pa siya. So I asked them, tunawin yung sabon, yung kanina nakita nyo kung gaano kalaki ang tinunaw na sabon sa 400 o 350 ml, no? Yan. Hindi naputol, hindi pinutol yung daliri ng paa, malaking daliri, the big toe. No? So pero dalawang consultation, puro putol. No? They tried it, just clean it, disinfect it, and the nerves react. Because this spray, this alkaline, is actually embedded na yung oxygen. And Batman Guild, Feridon Batman Guild said, oxygen kills cancer cells. So, effective to clean wounds, burns, bed sores, diabetic gangrene, inflammations, and also breast wound. Actually, I have one breast wound being maintained like that na hindi kumalat ang ano niya, ang breast cancer. She's still alive. Huh? Now, topical application, external application. This is for joint pain, arthritis, gout, inflammation again. No? This is something extra. Extra virgin olive oil. 9 parts or 9 tablespoons. No, for if you like to what this is. Enzyme or essence, 1 part or 1 tablespoon. So 1 to 9. Yeah. No? Shake it to mix. It will give you a milk color. And why I suggested extra virgin olive oil, because olive oil are unsaturated fats. Meaning kahit anong lamig ng panahon, hindi siya natutulog. It is still flowing, so it will not bara. It will not accumulate in one area. It will still be flowing. So hindi siya babara kung saan man. That's the characteristic of unsaturated fats. And extra virgin olive oil is like that. Kaya nga sa Europe, no, that is one of their best solution for constipation. It's a winter. So winter, they don't drink enough water, no? So they get into trouble with constipation, and they need plenty of olive oil. Okay, so that ends my presentation. So subject or the topics to remember: the formulation, the how much water to take, and then the topical application for how do you call this, gout or inflammations and so on. Okay. announcing take 6. The theory behind the healing reports. No? Why is the enzyme effective? It is still based on acid balancing, huh? It is consistent and safe. And I said it is not medicine. It is food supplement and approved by FDA as food supplement. So when you take your water with enzyme, it is not taking medicine. You are still taking water. And water is safe. It's oxygen. No? So I will be going back and from time to time on this concept because um, on top of the head, anong gamot eh. Mabilis tayo sa takbo, anong gamot. That's anong gamot. No. There is, nature is providing us solution, and very good solution. And from this, I took time to already take 5 or take 6. They are the same. They are different elements and just one enzyme. Anong ibig sabihin nun? There is in that enzyme that is very critical to cells. And ano? Yun? Oxygen. And we go back to Feridon Batman-Guild. Oxygen kills cancer cells. Oxygen neutralizes acid. Warburg says the environment of acid is fermentation and acid. A.K. Brewer said that in a high pH environment, no cancer cells can survive. And that was his experiment. So I think if it is not easy to follow, we will go back and forth with this concept here. Inuna ko yung take 5 para mapakita na iba-ibang sakit, isa lang ang ginamit. Oxygen. And today, there are technologies using just oxygen, no? The hyperbaric chambers, they are oxygen technology. The ozone healings, ozone has 3 molecules of oxygen. They are also oxygen. Yeah, okay? Oh, sorry. That was one of the, okay. Okay. Okay, let us see. All right. No, I still have 10 minutes before I run down for my mass. If you want to ask question, no, I would welcome them now.
Yes, good afternoon po, Father. We have a question
Yes.
po.
Yes.
Okay rin po ba siya para sa may hyperacidity po?
Oh, yes. Yes. Hyperacidity. GERD. Yes. Definitely. It is one of the best thing you can do.
Ay, paano po yung pag-take po?
The same lang. Just the same. 3 drops. Ang timing dyan is critical. That's something like 30 minutes before meals. O yun, dapat nagbigay ko. Hindi ko nabigay. 30 minutes before meals. And then 2 hours or 1 hour and a half or 2 hours after meals, you drink it with the alkaline. Kasi after digestion process, after 1 hour and a half, you have digested your food. But your stomach is all acid. Buhusan mo muna tubig yan. No? Kung hindi, yun ang magiging sakit mo. Hindi yan payagan bumaba. Pero payagan yan paakyat. Yung hikab, yung dighay mo. No? Maasim, mainit na maasim. tatakbo ka talaga maghanap ng tubig. That's nature way of asking water.
So, ulitin ko lang po, Father, kung tama po yung pick up ko po. Half hour before meal,
30 minutes before meals.
opo, mag-take. Tapos after po ng 2 hours,
Oh, 1 hour and a half to 2 hours. 2 hours if you have been eating meat. Pero kung mga vegetables, fish, ang kinain, in 1 hour and a half, okay na to take water. But if you have been taking meat, especially mga hindi luto, no? Yung mga dumudugo pa kung minsan ang tinitik nila, matagal, madigest yan. Masarap siya sa lalamunan. Pinaparusahan mo ang stomach mo.
with enzyme po ulit, Father, yung
Yeah, no. The 2 hours after meals.
So 3 times a day.
Yeah, with the drops. During meals, you can just take tea or no. You can because tea are also acid. Coffee is actually acid. And the right time to take your coffee is actually after meals. No? Your coffee is stimulant. Kung magka-coffee ka sa gabi kasi mag-aaral ka o magtatrabaho ka, pagising mo sa umaga, pagod ka. Pero if you lamay and take water, you are energized even when you get up in the morning. Coffee burns your nerves. Stimulant. But coffee is very effective in digesting your food. That's why the Italians, they take espresso after meals. Huh? Halos very concentrated coffee. No? It is not for luxury. It is to help digestion because they eat 2-3 plates of pasta and meat and everything. No, for lunch they take a huge amount of food, and they need acid. No, not only their hydrochloric acid in the stomach. They need extra acid to dissolve or to grind their food. Okay.
Thank you.
Did I answer your question?
yes
Yes,
po,
Father.
Father. Thank you po.
Okay. So for what this is now for those who are really sick, especially mga let's say fourth stage of cancer or anything or something like that, no, mga very bad infection, I even ask them, any liquid you take, you put it, soup, soft drinks or whatever, you can put the enzyme. So you neutralize the acid in those drinks. No? Yeah. And for those who have a very hard time of digesting, they are just taking soup or something like that, you can at once also put the enzyme. For babies, now sa milk preparation, the 200 ml preparation, no, you can put 3 to 5 drops of the enzyme.
Father, excuse. May
Yes,
pahabot
yes.
ako.
Yes.
Tama ba yung pag-pick up ko? Kung may cancer, every time na iinom ako ng liquid o water, lahat ng iinumin ko, lalagyan ko ng enzyme.
You can put. You can put. No, you can put.
Okay, so lahat, kunyari 8
Yeah.
glasses
Yeah.
water ako. So yung 8 glasses na yun, lahat may enzyme. Pwede.
Pwede mo lagyan. Yes.
Okay po.
Yes.
Thank you po, Father.
Kasi ang if the infection is very high infection,
Cancer po, cancer.
yeah.
Yan.
That's acid. That's acid. The environment of cancer is acid.
Opo.
So you need to neutralize the acid around it. That's i-isolate mo yung tumor And the way you isolate it, just bring oxygen around it.
Okay po.
That's why hydration is very critical.
Okay.
If you are dehydrated, ay irerasyon pa ng brain ang paggamit ng tubig.
Opo.
At malaman yung area na kailangan, baka hindi pa niya mabigyan ng may cancer.
Thank you, Father.
Okay.
Father,
I have 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Sige.
Father, paano uli yung formula ng ng water? Pagka kunyari 190 pounds ka. Kanina 150 pounds ka, 2.5 liters. Pag 190 pounds ka,
Mga 3 liters yan.
3 liters.
Oo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Father.
90 kilos or 90 pounds?
Father, 190 pounds, bali.
3 liters.
3 liters. Thank you, Father.
Kung ang trabaho mo stressful, you add the 1/2 liter pa.
Half liter additional.
Yes.
Father, anong source ng vertigo? Ang dami kong riringgan
The vertigo is yung canal. There are 3 rings on the inner ear, the cochlea, and the three rings pointing north, south, east, and west. No?
Okay.
If you are dehydrated, the fluids inside cochlea and the rings and the canals na kulang, mahihilo ka.
Mhm.
So the first suspicion on what this is, this first suspicion on vertigo is dehydration. Please
Hydrate.
complete your water intake muna before you take medicines.
Mhm. I see. So, thank you, Father. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I have to run down for my mass. I can repeat this seminar next time. No? We can focus on the formulation, on the use, and if you have something to consult, no, I purposely presented the how do you call this, the formulation today, no, expecting to create plenty of questions.